Hey guys, DFT2 back for Let's Play Golden Sun Dark Dawn. Last time, we got to the Teppe village and we did a bunch of stuff there. Then we went to the Teppe Ruins and we met a girl named Savato. She is apparently a beast woman. And she wants us to go deliver a bag for her. I am inclined to agree because I see the value of having her with us, as she has offered her assistance to us in getting down to Mongrel. Anyway, we're just going to take a shortcut down here. Anyway, this is one of the few times I think you see a growth spurt coming down instead of up. It's a little bit weird. Anyway, let's just go return this bag and be done with it. Why do you care so much about a bag? It's dangerous to go alone. Take this escort. I don't know what this scene is supposed to accomplish, aside from showing that they really want the bag. Problem is, I still don't know why they want the bag. Like, even to this day, there's no real hard reason why. I can say that from, you know, having beaten the game. You never really find out why. I mean, people have theories on it, but honestly, I find a lot of them will be a little bit far-fetched. I mean, not entirely, but still. Yes, I do believe I have. I expect it to be. Yes, we have met before. Why did she go there? That seems like a really stupid idea. Why? You know that... Hey, Tyrell, you remember to take the money out of there, right? What do you mean we forgot? God damn it. What's the point of robbing these people if we don't actually rob them? A letter of some kind. I think we're getting played, guys. I think we're getting played in a much bigger game than what we can imagine. Whatever. One-track mind, Dan. Just keep moving. Let's get Sveta. And I say her name for the first time because I'm pretty sure I pronounce it wrong, but at the same time, I don't really care. That is the wrong way. Need to go this way. I know I could have just taken the vine, but whatever. We're back! Where are you at, girl? There you are. better. Nah, smack. Interesting. Cool. Of course! She is a very powerful ally. Of course you do. Interesting. So do we. Good to know. Sveta, join our party! Sveta, unfortunately for me, is actually rather complicated. Here, get in the front row, Sveta. Amity, you take 5. Let's start with the gin she brings with her, because that's probably the best place to start, in my opinion. Fleet is basically like coal from Lost Age. It boosts agility. Pretty good gin, honestly, because gin are the only way to boost agility in the game, to my knowledge. We have Waft, which is a attack and sleep gin, just like before. Bolt, which is kind of like, I think it's like a medium ground between Squall and Blitz. But just like the other two, it has a chance to stun. Breeze boosts party resistance, and Haze once again returns to avoid damage. Pretty good gin, honestly. She really does come with a good set of gin on her. As for Sveta herself, basically, if Amity is like Jenna, where Jenna is the hard middle of the road as far as Jack of all trades, Master of none, Sveta is a lot like that as well, except she's far more offensive, whereas Amity is the defensive counterpart. She is she's pretty Jack of all trades, but she has good attacking and psi energy pool, and speed as well, obviously being a Jupiter adept. Overall, I really like her stat setup. It does lead to a little bit of just power, but it does work in her advantage, once again, because, like Amity, she has a very good endgame support in terms of equipment goes. Another thing that I could go over now that we are in combat... Oh, she comes with items on her. Is her weapons. Savato is a little bit weird in terms of weapons. She can only use 2 types of weapons, and she's the only character who can use these weapons. These weapons are Knuckles and Claws. They are 2 different types of weapons, so their experience will not contribute to each other. And overall, Knuckles are typically your better idea, just because of... They're typically the more available option. She doesn't have a lot of weapons in-game, but for the weapons that are available, Knuckles are probably the best way to go. We're going to use this time to go ahead and... Okay, I forgot. She comes fully experienced on her weapons. So we're going to take this time to go ahead and get Tyrell boosted up on his sword, while I go over some of the finer points of Sveta. Namely, how her classes work. Her default Beastling class is a bit more magical based. It's a bit more psi energy based. She's got a bunch of multi-targeting psi energy here. None of it's really all that powerful. She does have healing, and pretty good healing, honestly. It's almost a step above the Cure series. So it's a pretty good set of healing, but she's got multi-targeting psi energy, and overall, it's a little bit more of a psi energy-based class than her other class. And yes, she has 2 exclusive classes. She has an exclusive dual elemental class that is her duel with Venus base. So it's, I believe it's 7 Venus and 2 Jupiter is the way to set her into it fully, and that is her Brawler class. It is a far more physical-based class. It actually has access to some exclusive physical psi energy as well, but she loses all of her elemental multi-targeting psi energy as a result. However, something that she has access to is an ability to access both of them at the same time, as well as a good amount of, not a good amount, a huge increase in her stats, which is Beast Form. Beast Form basically combines her 2 classes together and gives her massive stat increase as well. And as far as massive goes, I just have to say she has a 210 physical attack stat multiplier. Blech. That is a huge attack stat multiplier, and it will pretty much is my main basis of how I'm going to be running my endgame setup, is basing that. I would like to get back into another... There we go. Alright, thank you. Alright, you go with that. You go back into Beast Form, because I have to go over Beast Form a little more, because I'm not even close to being done with that. But yeah, in terms of her other abilities, she has Speed Punch, which is actually a very powerful move. Speed Punch is... The way I set up, Speed Punch is basically going to be as powerful as Quick Strike. And it doesn't even have a multiplier on it. It's just straight damage increase. Huh. I thought you had access to your multi-targeting synergy in this class. Apparently, I am completely wrong. I apologize. Anyway, aside from that, she has Pack Defense, which is a, it's kind of like the equivalent of a shielding gen. It forces all your party members to defend. Or it allows them all to defend, as well as keeping the rest of their actions. She has Rampage, which will split her attack between all enemies, and Maul, which is a standard attack. The downside to Beast Form is, unfortunately, you cannot activate Weapon Unleashes, obviously, in it. Because you're not using a weapon. But yeah, she has access to Speed Punch and a whole bunch of other stuff. I.e. really good... Like, look at that damage. I just one-shot an enemy, essentially. Okay, not really, because Tyrell hit it before, but whatever. But yeah, overall, I really do... I find Savato to be one of the most interesting characters in this game, even if she is easily one of the most broken with Beast Form and everything else. And even without Beast Form, she's actually a fairly... I don't know if I call her generic character, because, her other abilities, her exclusive dual elemental class definitely helps her stand out. Even though I don't typically use it. I find her physical attack in her base class to actually be more than substantial in terms of dealing with enemies. But if you want to go that extra mile for an Unleash-based build, then by all means, that physical class is definitely there to do its job for that. One last thing about Beast Form that I forgot to bring up until now is Beast Form is not unlimited. You are timed in it. Basically, for every Djinn you have equipped to her, you get a turn in Beast Form. So once you run out of turns, as represented by your Djinn, you exit Beast Form, and all your Djinn get set to recovery, as if you summon them. So that's pretty much how it is. I don't think you can unleash the Djinn in Beast Form either, but I've been wrong previously, so I should probably just check just to be safe. Ow. Oh, no, you can't. Nope, cannot use the Beast Form. Okay, that is what I expected. You just heal her, considering you're fast as hell. So yeah, still working on his... So as you see there, Tyrell is automatically defending, even though I didn't tell him to. That's what Pack Defense will do, is allows everyone to defend, which is pretty good. It's not as good as Shielding Djinn, but it does reduce your damage by a decent amount. So yeah, I'm not sure if I forgot to go over anything with Sveta, because she is a very big character in terms of various abilities. And a pillar goes down and my phone is ringing. Alright, back now. Footprints indeed. You okay? Huh, interesting. Cool. Trax energy. We use it about, like, twice in the entire game. It's really not used, so don't worry. That being said, when we do use it again, be sure to remember it, because otherwise you are done. Pass that over to Matthew, because he's gonna need it. Obviously, Warrior's Helm, returning from Golden Sun 1 and Lost Age if I had used it there, but unfortunately I couldn't move it over. Boosts Earth Power and Criticals. Very good helmet. One of our endgame helmets, definitely, just for that ability to boost all that stuff alone. Anyway, we're just gonna hop on over here. Once again, I swore she had access to both sides of her Psi energy, but I guess it's just her physical side in her Beast Form class. That being said, another thing that should be noted about Beast Form. Beast Form is actually a separate class, as I've alluded to here. And because of that, it works like all other classes. It has separate multipliers, it has its own abilities and such, and it has its own Jin requirements as well. You can go into Beast Form, I believe, at any time with Savato. Like, you don't need to have, you don't need to be in any specific class to go into it, I don't think, but in order to progress in the tree, in order to go into higher forms of the class, you do need to be, the Jin requirements for that will put you into one of her two exclusive classes, either the Brawler or the Beastung class. Once again, I think those are the names, I might be wrong. But it's her physical and her mono and her exclusive dual base. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the things I've been talking about. Oh, that hurt. Oh god, Karis. Smacking good. But yeah, in order to progress in the class and get higher in the tree and get better multipliers, you do need to be in one of those two classes, one of her two exclusives. Otherwise, you'll just be stuck in its base class, which doesn't... Obviously, it doesn't have as good multipliers. It still has ridiculously good multipliers, just, you know, not as insanely powerful as, you know, 210. Get Karis up and healed. Honest to God, Sveta's healing isn't all that good. It's just kind of there, and I'll use it if I need to. These guys are a little bit powerful, and I'm going to have plenty of time to work on the Sword of Dusk, so I'm just going to go all out. Ow. Alright, we got Critical Strike at least. Anything else for it? Nope. And we're up to 21 now. And yes, we are progressing that fast to levels. Like I said, just level jumps all over the place. Alright, we haven't gotten barely up any. Aha! Literal Circlet. We're starting to acquire our endgame equipment at this point. Pass that over to Reef. I probably shouldn't have bought him that circlet, but whatever. Oh, you can't use circlets. That's interesting. Yeah, Savato's equipment choice is also really weird. For the most part, she uses mage equipment, but there are some things that she doesn't use. I should probably go ahead and actually use the track psi energy. Is there any way to do anything here? No? Okay, Whirlwind doesn't do anything. Inside glass, maybe? Okay, it's just track. I assume they slept there. Alright, where are we going? No, you two are going over there to that one. Yeah, chop chop. Reestablish track. And down here. Obviously, taking the other ones will lead you to going back up the way you came. Stop with the popping. You're better than this. Stupid emulator. Ha, stupid pillar. Now I way back up in case I fall. And we're gonna have to make ourselves a little path here. I believe these two right here are the ones we're gonna want. Ah! I'm stuck in the corner. Nobody puts me in the corner. Except for me. Grab and pull. Hello. Hey, you get your butt. Only one solution to this. That is to trap him. I'm going to get you. Hi. Yes, despite being in a random encounter area, he does not actually fight us. And up there, you might have saw something worth noting. And we get Vine again. Vine, just like before, will reduce enemy agility. I think I'm going to pass that over to Savato just so we can see her other class. Although, I don't know how much I'm going to use it. Like I said, I find her attack stat in her base class to be more than sufficient. Anyway, we will find a way to move this rock eventually, because there's obviously a door behind it. But yeah, I find her attack stat in her base class to be more than sufficient for dispatching enemies. As far as random encounters go, and as far as non-random encounters go, as far as boss encounters go, definitely I would suggest going with Beast Form over Brawler class, but that's just me. And definitely if you want to abuse weapon unleashes, Brawler's the way to go. Because not only can you not use unleashes with Beast Form, but most of her endgame weapon unleashes are actually Venus-based, so she benefits heavily from having that having the dual elemental class in Venus. Huh. Sveta, you got something to tell us? Of course it isn't. I'm telling you guys, we're getting played. I'm not liking it. Yeah, pretty much. He's a little bit senile. It's true, honestly. Oh, Savato. I like you, girl. Yeah. Cold War. He's gonna find some dumb way to get across. Unfortunately. Ew. That is unfortunate. It's like hunting bald eagles. Highly illegal and probably not a good idea anyway. Why don't we just, you know, take it? Oh, no. Of course you can't. Damn it all. Of course you do. Oh yeah. Ah, awesome. Okay, prelude. Somebody else remember that. I can't pronounce it. Alright. Till we meet again, then. Indeed. Anyway, Savato's gonna leave us now. She's gonna take all of her gin and equipment with her. I think she might leave her items. I wouldn't give her anything that you want to hold on to, honestly. But she will definitely be taking her gin. And when she comes back, she'll obviously come back with all the gin that she had on her. And by those gin, I mean the ones I went over in this episode, not any of the ones we picked up ourselves, just the ones that came with her. I don't like the looks of this. Alright, research time! Yeah. What you gotta know? Wait, what? Huh. Uh-oh. Looks like it was hunting as well. Oh my. Only one shot, we just go for it. Damn right. What's the old man gonna do? Sounds good to me. Alright, next time, I'll leave you with a scenic view of picturesque water. Next time, we will go and head down to Benelisk, the capital of Mongrel, and hopefully meet up with Crandon, because apparently the old man's got a plan or something. See you guys then.